What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the Stay Woke podcast, episode 2. I hope you guys enjoyed episode 1 with Kobe. It was crazy, man. I hope you guys got a lot of info out of him and enjoyed our conversation. I really enjoyed what we had to talk about and him expressing his thoughts on voting and his time at Malibu and all his accomplishments that he has on his resume. Today, I have one of my best friends that has a lot on his resume as well. He's one of my brothers. Talk to this guy every day. Daylen Kountz, how you doing, man?
It's good, bro. I'm doing good, man. How you?
Good, man. Thanks for coming on the show. I really appreciate you being on here today.
No problem, bro. Thank you for having me. Feel me? On the Stay Woke podcast.
Yes, sir, bro. Appreciate you. So what's you're at UNC now. What's going on with you? Talk about school. What's school like? Are you guys strictly online? Are you in class yet? What's that like?
It's kind of really, you could pick how you want it. You know, they give you like the freedom where you could do all online or you could do half in person, half online. But for my schedule, I got 3 online and then 1 in person. So, I mean, it's pretty cool. And then like, as far as like the classrooms, it's like, you know, they got it super spaced out and like all the class sizes is cut down. But honestly though, like the campus is pretty quiet. Ain't really much going on campus.
That's crazy. That's crazy. When I talk to Reggie and Kobe, all their shit's online. They don't get no in class.
Yeah, I guess like from what the coaching stuff was telling me is that like I guess they did a pretty good job up here where it wasn't too many cases. So they kind of decided they could open up the campus partially. Just make sure everything is like, you know, wearing masks and social distance and all that.
That's dope. That's dope though. Like, cause bro, I'm just not an online person, bro. Like, if I had online class,
yeah, bro,
I would not do that shit.
Yeah, bro. Like, it's kind of like the crazy thing is like, you know, they give you so much more work, bro. Like, it's unnecessary amount of work. But then at the same time, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of, I think it's kind of cool, you know, like you kind of just stay at the crib and, you know, kind of take your time and, you know, kind of do it when you really as you please. And in class, you ain't got to, you feel me? If you got class in person, you got to get up, go to this class, walk all the way over here, all the way over there. And then, you know, that's the cool part though. You can kind of just like be in the crib and, you know, get your work done.
What's hoop like? When are you guys practicing?
We've been practicing for a while now. Like, I think this is like our 5th week of practice. And yeah, like it's crazy how that started. Like when we first got up here, we couldn't have no contact with each other. So it's like, it'd be like 6 hoops in there. So it'd be 1 ball and 1 person to a hoop. Can't touch, can't like nothing. Everybody you gotta shoot by yourself. Nobody can rebound for you. We did that for like 2 weeks. And then like the 3rd and 4th week is when we started moving to where we could do like workout stuff. But we had to all wear masks, and then we did 2 weeks of that, and then finally we got to, you know, like full on contact 5-on-5, no mask, and you know, we could really just hoop for real. But yeah, practice has been good though.
What are you saying? Go ahead.
I was saying, yeah, but like practice has been good though, like, you know, kind of getting into it, getting the plays down, and, you know, just getting into the flow of everything, getting adjusted up here.
Well, let's get straight into this podcast, man. So for the viewers that don't know who you are, you're born and raised in Denver, Colorado, but still got some ways out in Kansas City, or am I wrong on that?
You're supposed to know this. You're supposed to know that part.
Man, my bad. This is why I'm here too. I'm figuring out some things I don't know, man. I know, but my bad.
Yeah, I know. I know, but born in Kansas, I really didn't live there probably like maybe a year, if that. Maybe about a year or 2, if that. Then I moved to Colorado and been here ever since for real. So born in Kansas though, but really from Colorado.
My bad, yo.
I mean,
my best friend.
It basically
up a little bit.
I mean, you're basically right. I really wasn't in Kansas long enough to really, you know, see stuff on my own. I only know Kansas through my family and all that, not from what I know or what I've seen.
Did you
But
pick
yeah,
up the ball, man? Well, like, who was your idols girl? Like, who was the first person that you knew gave you the basketball, put it in your hand, or football,
um,
whatever?
really my dad. So yeah, my dad, and my mom, they met by hooping in college. They schools played against each other. So they met at I think that my mom at the girls game. Met her at the girls game. My dad ended up like going up to her, all that type of stuff. He went up to her, met her, whatever. But yeah, really since I was born, I guess. This is a story though that my dad always told me, and like one of my barber, he's like real close to my dad. Him and my dad, like they super close. And he tell me the story all the time. Like, yeah, when you was two, you was shooting free throws. You was shooting from the free throw line, hitting free throws back to back while we used to be hooping at the gym.
That's
I don't know
crazy.
how I don't know how true it is, but I mean that's always what they be telling me all the time. Talking about like from when I was little, I was always in the gym with them because back then my dad used to still kind of hoop a little bit. So I used to be going to the gyms with him and watching him play and kind of on the side trying to mimic him and mimic him.
Damn, that's crazy that some other people like have memories of you when you were young, you know?
Yeah.
That's so. So, did you? I know you played football growing up too. What was that like?
It was cool, like my dad like football, he said football is more his sport back when he played in high school and in college. He's like an all state quarterback in Kansas. He's kind of one of them dudes in Kansas for real for football. And like yeah, he pretty much kind of put me into like football, basketball. And I was going back and forth between basketball and football, and then like just me being a kid and wanting to try different sports. Like some of my friends play soccer, so I tried soccer. That ain't work out. Then it was like football and basketball was the main sports for real for the longest. And then I say probably like I don't know if I told you this, but I know like in middle school I tried out for the cross country team. He told me
Be a runner.
he said that that'll help me be in shape for basketball. So I'm like, man, I'm about to try out. I might have lasted cross country for like maybe 3-4 weeks. It was crazy.
No
They be
way.
running
I
like,
last in cross country one day.
see,
Okay.
I
Oh,
made
we
it.
gotta run 5 miles. I'm out.
See, that's the thing. When it got to high school, that's when it moved to like I think it was like 5 miles or something like that. But in middle school, it's only like 1.5 or 2 or something. So it wasn't too bad. I'm not there running. I did it, but it ain't last though. I'm like, no, I ain't finna just be running to run. Like, I, you know, I wasn't feeling that too much. It was cool. It was a cool experience though. It was different, but yeah, I'm cool on that though.
That's crazy. I can't believe you ran cross country. I never knew that.
Yeah, but it was like I don't know, it was a weird phase.
First met you, I wouldn't even say middle school. It was like
Yeah, well, put it
fifth
like
grade
this. It'd be
year.
like,
Your fourth grade. I would say fourth grade.
yeah,
Your fourth grade. My
that's
fifth grade. When we first played against each other ever, because you guys
it.
were
Might have
playing
been
up.
it might have
Remember?
been earlier than that for real. Like we probably really
Bro,
ain't
we
meet each
played in
other,
the jam league. We were playing in the jam leagues. In
Yeah,
those
and we was
jam leagues.
playing that, and remember we was playing Hiawatha all the time.
High, yeah, that was like
That was
second,
before
third
that.
grade.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we ain't know each other, but we was playing each other. Then we probably really ain't
Yeah,
meet
so
till like
talk
my
about
fourth
like
grade, your fifth grade.
your whole Aces experience, because that team was dope, and like we like combined, not us necessarily, but
Hmm.
your older guys on your team that were my age and my team, we
Yeah,
combined it. So talk about like your Aces, your AAU team growing up, like your basketball team in grade school and in middle school.
I I mean it was a pretty dope experience. Like when I first started with the Aces, that was my first. I'd say my first like real basketball team because I think I moved to play with them in like I want to say in the third, fourth grade year, like starting the fourth grade year, something like that. And before then, I always played with like rec teams down at the Glenarm. So, I think we happened to play against the Aces or something when it's like X and Joshy and, all them dudes that was there before they turned into the Aces. I
Uh,
happened to like play against them. I had a little decent game. And then after that, my dad was talking to, Coach them and them. and then like I ended up going to join their team and stuff. But it was a cool experience though. Like, I mean, for the most part, like, you know, I done made some best friends from that team. You know, Egg, my boy X, we still talk to this day. Josh, we still talk to this day. It's Will, so many people, you know, like a lot of people from that team I'm still super close with. Like, and yeah, you know, and then for the people who don't know, like we basically had the same team from fourth up until like seventh. And then seventh is when we turned into the Hawks, and you know we had a couple other pieces come, and you know then after that we was the Hawks for the rest of the AAU. And then yeah, like your team, we always had the older team, and then you know with Roe and who was on that team, like Roe, Gervais, all them, and then had your team combined.
We were nice, bro.
Yeah, your team was stacked too. It had Roe and them, Gervais. Can't think who else is on that team from the older. And then y'all team. Say that again.
Playing with us.
Oh yeah. See, y'all team was super stacked. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, and then what? Like I want to say maybe like 2 years after I went to the Aces, y'all ended up combining with our older team, and then after that, we was just traveling out of state every other weekend together.
That shit was so much fun.
Yeah, bro, that was probably I'd say that's probably one of the funnest teams ever. Everybody's so close and cool, and you know, just like one big old family for real.
So, freshman year, you choose to go to George Washington. Did you have any other high schools in mind?
Yeah. So I got like a little kind of like it's a whole reason why I went to George. So like, well, first off, my mom, on my mom's side, they all went to East. And, you know, since like seventh grade, I was just like in love with East. I'm like, I'm going to East, I'm going to East. And then, you know, like eighth grade comes and, you know, like four people from my team and Coach Sim was supposed to go to George. Like, so Coach Sim was supposed to be the coach there. And we was all supposed to go to George together. The whole Hawks team and be loaded over there for real. Nobody knows that, but that's what's supposed to happen. And so then, you know, I go there. Jonell had went there, or Gervais went there the years before. He went the year before, though. They all went the year before.
Calvin went
the year before.
Yeah,
Gervais, Calvin went the year before. And then me and Jonell ended up going, and X was supposed to come. And Josh was supposed to come, but he ended up moving to Arizona. But so that's the whole reason I ended up going to Georgia. Like we was playing futures for them, and you know Simeon was coaching. We were supposed to go over there, but you know, just he never got the job there. You know, some stuff happened. I don't really know what happened, but basically he ended up never getting a job there for real. So you know, I was just kind of like, you know, it's kind of cool. I like Airs, whatever. So I just stayed there for 2 years, and
remember most about your time at George?
I don't know. I got a lot of memories. That school was. Then like looking back at it, that school was crazy. That school was crazy looking back at it. Like, but there's some fun stuff going on. I liked like there's so much. You know, I made like a bunch of friendships. Of course, I feel like I'll be making a lot of friends. You know, I'm a little not outgoing, but you know, I'm cool. I make a lot of friends, but there's so many memories there.
Don't even be on here
like,
lying. You are not outgoing. This
no,
man
I'm saying
is shy.
a little bit. Like
I'm not.
I'm not. Okay, that's not the right word. Not outgoing, but like, you know, once I get comfortable around you, then you know, you get to real me. You get to
social. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you get to fool me once I start getting comfortable around you type. But it's so many memories there, man. When I tell you, it used to be
one hoop memory, like the first memory that comes to your mind. Yeah, out at George.
Oh, okay. So, I remember. So we played. It's my freshman year, like a couple games into the season. I want to say we played Gateway at Gateway. It was popping. Everybody there, you know, all the Facebook people was there. Everybody there. That game was lit. And so it's like I want to say like the third quarter. I get a steal. I'm going in the lane. I'm like, I'm finna go dunk this mug. Go to dunking. Boom, dunk on the dude, right? Then I dunk on the dude. I'm like, that's my first body in the game. So then like couple more possessions go by, I get another steal. I'm coming down. dunk on another dude, caught 2 bodies this game. And then I get a tech after. I'm like, screaming all crazy. I get a tech. Boop. And then it comes to the free throw line, all that. It's crazy. That's probably the best memory. I'll never forget that day. And yeah, I'll never forget that. I caught like it was 2 bodies, probably like 3-4 minutes apart, off like almost off same steals, kind of like caught it on like the first steal. I stole it from up top on the top of the key. Then I just went, dude chased me, boom, dunked on him. The second one was like on the right wing. I shot the gap, and then went down, boom. The gym was going crazy. I get tech. That's probably the funniest thing ever. My first body in the game, I had 2 bodies in the game. Then I got a tech after the second one.
2 bodies. Y'all heard that? 2 bodies in 1 game freshman year. I don't know too many people that can put that on their resume, bro.
Yeah, after that happened, it was just like confidence shot straight up. But yeah, that's probably one of the best memories, though.
I remember playing you your freshman year and your sophomore year.
Well, because freshman year we played y'all at Lincoln, didn't we? My freshman year we played y'all at Lincoln.
George.
Was George freshman year? Or my freshman year?
Your freshman year was at Lincoln.
Yeah,
and then,
it was at Lincoln, and the sophomore, my sophomore year, your junior was at George. Yeah, them games was fun too, though. Went for play at Lincoln. I don't know why. A lot of people didn't like playing at Lincoln, but I low-key liked it. Like, them games would low-key be lit. Like, when y'all was there, it was lit. But them games are like always kind of lit to me, though, for real. Because y'all always had, like, y'all always had the students popping out.
Yeah. Anyway, so junior year, you start to hit your peak AAU, and buzz goes around. You're transferring to East. What was your AAU like going into your junior year? Talk about AAU going into your junior year. That's when you were with the Hawks. It's you, Sam, all of you guys, Hassan. You guys were low key stacked. What was that? Yeah. How was playing on that team? What do you remember most of that team?
I mean, that team was fun. Like, that was probably one of the best summers as far as AAU. That's like when everybody's kind of, like, everybody's starting to kind of not understand each other, but everybody's, everybody's starting to hoop, everybody's getting better. And that's where a lot of us made like big strides in that game. So that's when like a lot of coaches were playing against, bigger, bigger, like 5-star players, 4-star players. And, it's more coaches coming to the games. And yeah, that was just like a summer where I feel like a lot of people on our team just like made big jumps for real. We really we was hooping that summer, I think. And that was a pretty good summer for everybody. And for me, I say that was a pretty big summer. That kind of got me on the radar a little bit for, some of these schools. Kind of opened some eyes.
The first offers you got your junior year?
Well, honestly, so my first offers I got they were sophomore year. I got them on my birthday. I got 2 of them on my birthday. I got, what was it? I got Portland State and Portland State and Wyoming on my birthday. Yeah, Portland State and Wyoming on my birthday. I remember it because I had to practice or whatever, and then the coaches had called me and I got the offers. Yeah. So I got them 2 on my birthday. Them my first 2 offers. That's like the end of sophomore year, like right before we started playing, like the playoffs and all that. Them was my first 2 offers, and then kind of going into junior years when I picked up a couple more offers and interest. And then I had a lot of interest actually after that sophomore summer. I didn't really get a lot of offers. I got a couple solid offers, but most of it was a lot of interest.
Transfer to East junior year. I'm actually alongside with you. What was junior year like at East? That team with me, Jason, Hassan, Quan, like we were supposed to win everything. Like, we weren't supposed to lose a game, nothing. Talk about your time, your first year at East.
if I could
You
describe that
talk about
year,
your time, and then I'll share my experience because
look,
we
we
were
could
on
do
the
this.
same team. So I'll
All right.
kind of get to.
So before we go into full depth, let's do this. I'm gonna describe it in one word, and you describe it in one word, and I just want to see, what we say. So for my word, I say my first year at East was a movie. Like it was a movie.
Me too. That's it. Movie.
Movie like it did. Oh, but it was so crazy. When I tell you, it didn't. That movie didn't seem like real life. Like it was just. It was a total like going from coming from George to East. Like the culture was so different. Like everything's really different for real. Like and bro, it was a movie, bro. Like it did. That movie was a movie. It didn't seem like real life. But yeah, like the experience at East was dope for real. Like everything about it was cool. Like, it's and it was like it was pretty diverse. It was cool, it's like there's a little bit of everybody there, like everything. Like you could literally find anything there. Food trucks pulling up at lunch, like it's everything. It's cool though. I
For the
low key wish
most
I
hoop
wanna
wise.
relive. Oh yeah, for the hoop wise, yeah, for hoop wise, that was crazy too. Like that whole thing, where we had to sit out them, what was it, 10 games or was
Oh,
it
I don't
12?
know. That shit sucks.
That whole. I mean, it sucked the sit down part, but we was like having so much fun that we really wasn't even
When
like
we
we
went
really
to
like
Vegas,
yeah, like we was having so much fun. Like the games kind of flew by for real. Like we had them was it them two tournaments back to back. That was six of them, and then we had the Vegas played four out there, and then we had the two right when we got back. But yeah, I mean, as far as hoop though, like man, bro, you can't ask for no better experience than that. Especially like that junior year when it was me, you, Jay Sean, and Corn, and all them, and the Sun. Like that year was fun because people would actually pull up to the games though, like pull up like lit, pull up lit, selling out the gym, all that. And bro, when I tell you, like, pretty sure most people, well, I don't know, most people, everybody know Rudy Carey, but like playing for him, that it's a whole different thing. Like that is a player's coach. Like
literally,
he is the coach you would want to have been, hooping. Like he, like if you gonna hoop, he's gonna let you hoop, and if you're not hooping, he gonna let you know for sure.
yep.
But and on
And you're
top of
gonna
that,
be on
like
the bench.
yeah, and he is just like he to me, he kept it so real, like he kept it so 100 all the way around, like he'll make he make them funny jokes talking about whatever. He'll talk about all types of things. You'd be like, dude, bro, you like 60, 70, bro. What did you talk about? But
Seriously.
yeah,
Bro,
but
did
he's
you really just say that?
yeah, like, bro, what? And you gotta think like, ain't really to say that. He's the best coach. He's one of the funnest coaches I ever had. But he keep it real though. That's the thing that makes it so fun. He keep it real, and he lets you know if you gonna hoop, he gonna let you hoop. If you're not hooping, then he gonna let you know in every way, whatever name, everything.
My experience, Thais, it was like you said, a movie. School was a movie. I never wanted to wake up and go to school ever till I went to East.
Bro, ever,
Like,
bro. Like when you just wanted to go to school, like I wonder what's gonna happen today. Type, what am I getting into today,
man, like people ask me like, what was East like? Like,
bro? Like,
bro, it was a movie. Like when I told you I
like
didn't want to miss school, like I didn't want to miss
never,
school because it
never,
was
like,
so fun.
bro,
So
like,
fun. Like,
and East is on. It's on Colfax. There's so much up and down Colfax. Like, it's just,
man,
oh my god, yeah, that is true. I
hoop
never want to miss
was
school.
hoop was a good experience because that was the furthest I've ever got with that team when we went to the grade eight.
Yeah, yeah, that was yeah, same.
Like the really, really good experience. Definitely playing with you. We made so many memories. I wish
Yeah,
I could.
facts.
I wish I could watch our film on those games because damn, we did so much crazy shit in those games. I was
Bro,
watching.
like,
I was watching the Chaparral game when you were just pulling from the volleyball line. I'm just
bro,
like, damn, we
that's
were ignorant. Like we
like,
were. I was like, wow. Like if we were the opponent and people were shooting, I would be pissed. Like we were just sitting out
bro,
there.
bro. Like
volleyball
it was like,
line.
bro, like the way we played, it just was crazy, bro. Like we really
We
did
can
not
do whatever.
like we could do whatever, and not we didn't care. It's just like I don't know, bro. Like pulling half court, throwing lobs, like bro. It's just I don't know, bro. It was a movie. It just didn't make no sense. Like looking back at it, like I ain't gonna lie, probably like I want to say like a couple months ago, I happened to look at something from like our that first year we was there, and I was just watching like bro, we were ruthless. Like some of the things we would do, bro, is like what? Like did we
We were
really just
talking
shoot that? Did we
shit.
really just like yeah, bro, that
It was
and like and
bad.
that
I was
first
like,
and
I would
and the
hate to play
craziest
us.
bro, in that first game back when we played when we played Shap, the first game back we played Shap, that was wild. And then the funniest
That
thing
game
ever,
today.
actually you watched that? Bro, do you remember you remember the next game? What was that like? I wanna say because we played Shap on like a Friday or something. And that following week on like a Tuesday, we ended up playing at Lakewood. Hey, you remember
Them
that
niggas
game?
smacked the
Bro,
fuck out of us.
smacked us. When I tell you they brought us back to reality, bro,
Yo, shout out my
man, that game,
boys at Lakewood, dog. Y'all gave us buckets so quick. We was like,
hey,
what the hell is going
bro,
on?
that game was so
Y'all went
wild because
nuts. I
this
give y'all that because that
that
shit
game
was.
was crazy.
I was in. Remember, we was in the
Yeah,
school walking around like
walking around when they was still in school. We was walking around, we was talking to the girl.
we were, bro. We had it coming for us, bro. We was walking around like we
We
went
was
to
walking
school there.
up the stairs, downstairs,
Up
all around it.
everywhere. We're this. I was like,
Hey,
wow,
4D just
bro.
walking,
It
and
was
then
crazy.
and then you remember who was it? Because I remember, did you get kicked out of that game, or did you foul out?
Remember Quan fouled out.
Okay, so Quan fouled out. Oh, so you and Jay Sean must have been the ones that didn't foul out. Because I remember I ended up getting
Yeah,
kicked out.
you and Quan, you got
I got,
kicked out,
I
and
got,
Quan
yeah,
fouled out, and then it
yeah.
was
Quan
just
fouled
me and
out.
Jay Sean. Hassan was fouled out. It was like me, and Joe was fouled out. It was like me,
Yeah,
Scotty,
everybody
David,
found out was
Jay
out of the
Sean,
game.
and Alex May. I was like,
Yeah, bro.
fuck, bro.
Bro, I
If we
remember
won
that
that
was my
game, it would have been crazy.
yeah, bro. But knowing me, I'm not gonna say no crazy stuff like that. Like me getting kicked out, that's how you know that game was like there was some wild stuff going on. But yeah, I remember that whole game was crazy. I remember I get kicked out. And then you remember my dad came down from the top of the bleachers and he was spazzing. He was like,
Hey, damn, fight the ref.
yeah. And then he was like, get out. He's like, you're out of here too. You and your son, get out.
Oh, that
He
was
kicked both of us
crazy.
out the
I will
game.
never
That
forget
was
that.
so crazy. It was a quick turnaround. After we played shot, we were like, yeah, bro. We feel it. And then Lakewood come out of nowhere and whoop us. That mother was funny.
Our league games were fun too.
Yeah.
You know what game was super fun when we went back to Lincoln. When I went back to Lincoln.
Oh
That
yeah.
game
We like
was
we gotta get this
lit.
for J-Mo. We gotta work them for J-Mo. We gotta cook this for J-Mo. We gotta cook them. We gotta cook
And
them.
niggas was talking so crazy.
Bro, that game was so intense. Like that game was a war. We was going crazy, but that game was a war. Like
I mean, it felt like we was winning by 2 points. Like I was like, yo,
that's what I'm saying. That's how I'm like that. This game should not be this intense. We went by 20, but every bucket, everybody's like, oh, everybody like really locked in. That was funny. That was a super fun game.
It was fun too. Y'all boys at Smoky Hill, forget y'all because y'all was trying to step on my hurt ankle, but you know, EA, we still got it done. So
facts. No, you can't skip over
that.
it. Hey, but you
We
can't skip
still
over
gave you that dub.
Facts. You can't skip over the return game, the return at the Thunderdome when we played. Even though we lost, that game was. But I don't know. I'm pretty sure you know, but they were saying that like 300 people they couldn't get in. Like they stopped selling tickets. The game slowed down. 300 people were still in line outside. That's what I heard. That's what people was telling me. That's what my partner was telling me.
Niggas were standing around the court,
bro. And
I
then,
was
do you
like,
remember?
yo.
So, do you remember at halftime when we went in for the locker room? We went into the locker room, back over there. Them doors back over there. And remember, them doors busted open and all them people came running in, bro.
I remember that shit.
Bro,
that was
so
crazy.
Bro, the door.
Bro,
Somebody opened the door.
if I didn't get hurt, Gervais, Calvin, Jonell, I'm sorry. If you're watching this, if I didn't get hurt, y'all would have not won City that year. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. That is the truth.
That's probably,
y'all boys on here to talk about that too.
Yeah, but that was probably the best game ever, bro.
So, all right, let's move on. So, AAU going into your senior year is when you really hit your peak. You start taking off, and offers are going crazy. Talk about your last year at AAU. What do you remember most about that? You had you guys had a really good team as well again. So, what was that like playing with all those guys your last year of AAU? What memories do you remember, or did you guys create over there?
I mean, bro, that year was crazy too. Honestly, like we pretty much had the same team coming back, but we added on Bodie. He goes up here to UNC. Bodie Hume. He goes up here, but so we added him on, and we just went crazy that whole summer. Huh? That again? Yeah, he nice. He got a strap flamethrower. but yeah, though, like we added him onto the team, and like that summer was, we played against. That's the summer we played against Zion. We played against that.
Shout out X. You're still a demon, but that boy dropped. He's still a demon. He's in the league now.
He's in the league, so he can't. Yeah, facts. That's the year we played against Zion. Played against that team, Loaded Virginia team, when they had Matt McClung, Keldon Johnson. They had a big dude who went to Kansas, David McCormick. Like that whole team was probably, I think they had like 4 or 5 stars coming off the bench and 5 stars started. Like that team was stacked. We played against them, so it's all type of big coaches there. Played against a Texas team that's pretty. They had a bunch of 5-star teams, but like that summer was like really like the summer every hooper won. It's big schools like KU and really every big school is all them big blue schools or big blood or blue blood schools is feel me? They sit around the court and like that's what every hooper won, playing in front of Coach Calipari, the Kansas coach, all of them. Like that summer was just so fun because we played against all them big talents and we was hooping against them. It wasn't like they was like blowing us out by 20, 30 besides the team loaded team, but the rest of the games we either won or it was a close game. And like, that's really when everything started to blow up.
The biggest offers you received during that time?
The biggest offers I received during that time. I got Wichita State, VCU, and the rest is like mid majors. Like I got like Ryder. I got CU like that junior year. Yeah, I got CU junior year. I got like CU, Wichita State, a little bit. Wichita State. Yeah, I got some pretty good schools though. But I say VCU and Wichita State is probably the biggest ones from what I can remember.
Before you committed, going into your senior year, before you committed, what visits did you take and why?
I only took one official visit, but I took a lot of unofficial visits though. I just never took official ones. So I took an unofficial to Wichita State. Oh, I didn't have an offer from Nebraska, but I think they were close to offering, and then they ended up having like a coaching change. So how that whole thing goes. But I ended up taking an unofficial to Nebraska, to Nebraska, Wichita State, New Mexico, and then like Wyoming. I go over there every couple times, just kind of look at their campus. But I looked at all them schools like it was basically like a visit, but it just didn't say official visit. But and then the official visits I just took CU because I kind of I already went and seen the other schools that like was kind of on my radar then, and then I never really went to CU, so I just took the official there. And after that's kind of when I made my decision.
After that,
Well, actually, I ended up committing while I was up there. Like my last day there, I ended up committing when we was like having dinner at the Coach Boyle's house.
what did he tell you? Like, what did he say? Like,
When I committed,
tell you like, yo, like we want you here. We're offering you full ride. Like, what? How do you address you about?
well, like they had, like I said, they had offered me like when they offered me like the end of my junior year. They offered me like the end of my
My
junior
bad.
year. So then,
Okay.
and then so like when I went up there, like basically, they was just like, if you want to commit, let us know. And then like the whole time I was up there, I was kind of talking with my mom, and then like after the second day, I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna commit this spot. And like when we had like the dinner with all the teammates and stuff over, is when I told him I was like, yeah, coach, like I got an announcement type, and I was like, yeah, I'm committing here. I'm committing. I want to commit here next year. I want to come here next year. And it was like that whole thing was dope though. Everybody like embraced me pretty good.
That's tight, bro. I can't. That's tight. You committed like at dinner at his crib too. Is his house nice?
Yeah, super nice back there in the big part of Boulder. It's
You up
like
in
dirt
Boulder?
roads to get to his house type.
Damn.
That's, yeah, it was dope though. That whole little visit, and the crazy thing on that visit was like, I want to say it was like, or it was me and one other dude that ended up committing like a couple days after the visit. But yeah, though it was cool though. That whole little like official visit. The one thing I do wish I would have did is took more official visits. Like the whole like official visit thing is pretty dope though. Like they pay for everything, and it's just like it's a cool experience though. I kind of wish I would have took some more just to kind of see what it was like. But I mean, it's what it is now. But that's just one thing I say for if you younger and you, yeah, if you're younger and you like, you got a couple schools, make sure you use all your official visits. It's just a cool experience. That's a dope things to do, dope things to see.
Definitely. CRCU Buffalo, and so you still have your senior year to go. How was your senior year?
Senior year was good. I feel like it was pretty good. I kind of that was after you left, and it's kind of more. I had to do more. Me, Jay Sean, and Quan had to do more. To make up for you leaving and Joe leaving, and the rest of the important pieces. Mainly you though, but it was fun though. Like senior year was super fun. We got to play in the Tart Classic. Got to actually play this time. That whole tournament was dope. Like we was in the hotel we was in. All the teams staying in the same hotel, so we seen really all the teams we playing. It was cool though. I liked it. I liked it so much. Like,
Same hotel as we did last time?
yep, we was in that same hotel.
Damn.
We was in that same hotel.
You would think
But
they
yeah,
would
like
kick me
senior year
out.
was cool though. They would have kicked you out.
You would
Yeah.
think they wouldn't let y'all go back there.
Oh yeah, it was so much that
Up
went on
there,
though.
bro. We were acting crazy. The
Yeah, we
whole
was acting
team.
pretty. Oh my god, there's so many stories from that people don't even know. There's so many stories from that year. But yeah, though senior year was cool. Like I kind of I kind of wanted to make it a little bit further than when we made it, but I mean
Where
for the
did you
most part
guys
I couldn't.
that what year did you guys lose?
We lost in the Sweet 16. We ended up losing to Smokey by I want to say by 2. Yep, we ended up losing to Smokey by 2 in the Sweet 16. You know, I kind of thought that was the year we would make it further, at least a little bit further, because I felt like when you were at East, like the other teams, like it was a lot more players in that class in that 2017 class.
Or
Yeah, your
Hoopers?
class is low key stacked. Like
It was
our class
it
was low
was
key stacked.
your class. Quan had a few couple hoopers.
Yeah,
Then it was all the seniors.
yeah. But senior year was super dope though. It was cool. You know, we didn't make as far as we wanted, but another year at East, that's a movie playing at East for anybody that knows.
So you guys exit the Sweet 16 and lose to Smoky.
Hmm.
So let's transition to your freshman year at CU. You get to CU, staying up in the dorms. What was life like as a freshman up at CU?
It was, it was fun. You know, I feel like everybody should do that. That year in the dorms is like while you're there, while you're thinking about it, it's probably like, oh, this sucks. I want to stay off campus, but that year in the dorms is pretty fun. You know, like it's just so much to do, meet new people. You know, and everybody's like, "Oh, you play basketball?" You're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. That whole thing is cool though. But the dorms it was pretty cool. The only thing that sucked is them twin beds. You know, you 6'4" trying to sleep on a twin bed. You roll over, you falling off the bed. Your head touching the top, feet hanging off the bed.
Hanging out.
Feet hanging off the bed.
That's
You're like,
funny,
damn,
dog.
bro.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh,
But that freshman year was cool though. It was pretty solid.
what do you remember the most about it? Your freshman year.
What'd you say?
What do you remember the most about your freshman year?
Most? Um, I'd probably say like that. What's it? Like going into the Christmas break and the rest of the year is kind of when like I really got the hang of things hoop wise. You know, that's I kind of starting to get into like the rhythm and the flow of everything, and kind of started to establish myself in like on the team. And I was playing pretty good. You know, I was doing pretty good for a freshman, making some noise. It's kind of when I started hooping a little bit, hitting shots, dunking on people, a little bit of everything. But I say the best memory is probably like best memory is another body or two bodies actually.
The
When we
same
played
thing?
that,
Bodies in
yeah.
one game?
No, they wasn't 2 in 1 game though. Not they wasn't 2 in 1 game though. No, no, no,
Dang, you did that
no, no,
again.
no, 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 no. But so I think the first one we was at Oregon had came to play us up in Boulder. It's like the end of the game. I got me a little somebody kicked it out, ripped it, dunked on dude that super bounce. He like I think he in the league now actually. But yeah, I dunked on dude, and then the best bodies wins at Washington State. For those that for those that follow me, I've seen that one on Instagram plenty of times. I've seen that one on Instagram plenty of times. But that body was crazy though.
Body bag alert. Let me say body bag
Yeah,
alert.
literally, I got a lot of bodies under this belt.
So, transition sophomore year. Talk about your time sophomore year. You're struggling a little bit. You're facing adversity. So, talk about
Mhm.
what you're going through your sophomore year at CU.
Yeah, so yeah, like kind of well, first off, practice, like starting going into the season, I was feeling pretty good. It's just something like, yeah, it's gonna be a big year. I felt like it was gonna be like, kind of like a make or break year almost. But it's really like a learning year for real. Like, just so much learning and dealing with adversity. I didn't starting off the season, I was actually starting for like the first 5 games, and I didn't play as well as I wanted to, or I didn't play as well as I thought I should, but and then that kind of put me, in a bad spot. I kind of had to dig myself out of the hole.
Right.
And, I just kind of had to really grind to, try to get more minutes and, and that whole thing. It's really, to me, it's such a big learning year. Like, I learned so much as far as, just like from all the hype coming from freshman year to people like, oh, he's overrated, like the whole people starting to talk bad and, people who was loving me freshman year ain't even talk to me, that type of stuff, just how things change so quick. But yeah, I learned so much. And then the big thing, I think, so this is the thing that I looking back where it kind of got to me is where I was like, like people would like mention me on Twitter, like bashing me, bro, like talking like,
What?
oh, I swear, bro, like people like they'll mention me on Twitter, like adding me, bro, like everything, like you suck. I don't know why you're here, like it was crazy, like like it wasn't like I don't know, like super high stat stuff, but like like every like I'll get like a couple of them, like like after a couple games, like, oh, you suck, like I don't know why you're here, or at Daylen Kountz is trash, I don't know why he's on the floor, or you're so overrated, like this crazy stuff, like stuff that's like dang, bro, like it's not
That's
that, I mean it's not
wild.
that serious. Yeah, but that whole like I just felt like I feel like that messed with me, honestly. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That kind of messed with me, and then that kind of caused me to put so much pressure on myself. I'm like, well, dang, I'm not playing much minutes, so I got to get out here and be productive in 2 minutes. Kind
Right.
of forcing stuff, and I think that's why that whole year was kind of how it was. Just I put so much pressure on myself instead of just playing for real.
Yeah.
And then the situation, up there, there's some stuff that happened that didn't help out the whole hooping situation either. But you know, it's kind of is what it was. It's a big learning year.
Yeah. All right, we're back now. Sorry, had some technical difficulties, but we're back. So, tell us about your experience playing at KU. What was that like? I feel like that's a lot
Man,
of people's dream to play on a court like that.
yeah, bro. That was like a dream come true. Like for real, that was my dream school growing up. Like I wanted KU everything. I wanted to be at KU. But playing there was the best experience ever, bro. Like their fans is like it's crazy. The mug was sold out, and bro, it's just like the energy there is just so crazy, bro. Like you can't even hear yourself think, and they yelling. Like like bro, your teammates trying to call out plays, bro. Like you can't hear nothing, like literally nothing.
You got to
But
communicate with hand
like
signals.
yeah, you gotta do hand signals. And like when I tell you, bro, like you couldn't hear nothing, like you couldn't even hear yourself think, but it's so loud, bro. And like the way they got, because KU got that old school gym, so the way it's set up, like all that stuff echoes, so it's
Exactly.
echoing, making it 2 times louder. But I mean, that was a super dope experience, bro. Like we kind of got to see like some of the just going through the hallways, going into the gym and stuff. We seen like just some of the NBA players that went there and all that crazy stuff. But it was dope though for sure. Like that's something I would love to play there again. That's one of the best experiences ever, probably. That like low key like a dream come true. Even though we got whooped by like 20, 30 something, but it was still fun though, just cause like that's a dream, bro, to play at KU. Like not many
Yeah.
people get to do that, bro.
Not many people at all. Not many people at all.
Yeah.
So, you decided to transfer to UNC. Why did you? What made you make the decision to leave CU and head to Northern Colorado?
Um, I mean, the whole decision is, I wanted to go where I could play more minutes. There's a lot of stuff that went into it. Just like, just me and some of the coaches, we just weren't seeing eye to eye, honestly. And what they seen for me wasn't what I seen for myself. So I felt like it was best for me to go somewhere else and play. And then like the whole thing that led into me deciding to come up here to UNC was just like I had pretty much like a lot of Big Sky offers. Like pretty much most of them was Big Sky offers, like right off the bat.
Right.
And I was just from looking at team to team, like Weber State, they're pretty good. That's of course that's where Dame went. But
Right.
just from looking at team to team, I kind of felt like UNC was like the best. They was really the best team in the Big Sky to me. They finished in second, but I felt like out of all the schools that offered me, like that was the best team. You know, why go to if I got all these offers that I won at this conference? Why go to the lowest school when the best school at that conference offered me? I feel like
Yeah.
that made sense to me. I feel like that was my whole decision process behind that. And then, I mean, it just happened to be in Colorado for real, so that's
Definitely.
why. Yeah, that's that whole thing. And yeah, like from day one, bro, up here, like the coaches, like so I went on the portal at like 11, 12 o'clock at night, and first thing in the morning, the head coach Smiley, he was assistant then, now he's the head, but first thing in the morning, he was the first one calling me. What's up, man? Like, I seen you in the portal, like, and basically, I'll say for that whole time I was in the transfer portal, him or his staff was hitting me up every day or every other day. Like, like they're making it known that they wanted me up here, like everybody was hitting me up tight, like every single coach hit me up. Like within that first week, all 4 of their coaches hit me up. Like, and that's when that's what I'm saying. Like, that's love. Like, I'm like, well, that automatically that put them, like in the group, like, okay, like it's real there. Like they really want me there.
Definitely.
And yeah, like that pretty much showed me, like when it came down and made my decision, like that just, that kind of solidified it for me. They really had genuine interest and like it was real.
Right. So UNC now. What's the difference between being in Greeley and Boulder?
It's Greeley way smaller. Boulder is like
that don't know about Colorado. Tell them the difference between Greeley and Boulder.
All right, I'm gonna start with the first thing. This is what everybody says. This is the first thing though. They'd be like, it smells bad up here. Like, so I figured out once I came up here, like, because I had never been to Greeley before. When I first came up here, like, I'm like maybe 10 minutes away from campus. I'm driving in the whip, and it's just like, ugh, like. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I'm keep it real. It's just like, oh, bro, like, what is that?
And that shit's real, y'all. That's
bro. Like it give you like if you smell it, bro, it give you the ugly face, like. But yeah, like, but it's crazy. So like, I actually like kind of start asking around. I'm like, why does it smell like that? Like, like what goes on up here? But it's like I guess like a cow slaughterhouse or something up here. They do it like on Wednesdays or something. So like it'll be like out of the whole week, it'll be like Wednesday and Thursdays it might stink, but then it'll be normal for like, the rest of the week. Like it kind of sometimes it's real bad, sometimes it's like not that bad. But most of the time it really don't even be stinking like that. It'd be like one day out the week, if that. It just kind of depends for real.
It stinks though.
Yeah, it do be stinking though. It's just like.
So what else can you say the difference? That don't stink in Boulder, y'all. It don't stink.
Yeah, Boulder, like if you've been to Boulder, Boulder's like Boulder's rich. Like Boulder, that's where they got money at. So like, but to me, if you were to ask me, I say like Boulder is more like, what can I say? It's like, I don't know. It's expanded more. Like, I feel like Boulder is like, more of like it's a bigger city, of course, but like it's just more, like it's just completely different. Like Greeley is like, smaller, less people, everything.
In Boulder.
Say that again.
It's more spread out in Boulder.
Yeah, it's more spread out. Yeah, it's more spread out for sure. And Boulder's like, yeah, for sure. That's a perfect way to say that. But yeah, like Greeley's cool though. It's like, and it's nothing too far. Everything's like, right, a few minute drive. But I mean, it's really not really much of a difference to me, honestly. Just Boulder just has, you could tell it's more wealthy in Boulder than it is in Greeley. Yeah. Put it like that. But I mean, yes,
more money.
Yeah, definitely more money. Yeah, it's more wealthy, but I mean, Greeley's still cool though. Like, it's still a cool college town. Really can't see much because this whole COVID thing, but from just kind of being here for the last couple months, it's pretty cool. I like it up here. It's chill.
Definitely, as long as you feel comfortable. So, what does the season look like? Do you guys have a start date? Do you know who you're gonna play first?
Yeah. So they voted on that start date. It's supposed to be like the 25th. You've seen it. I already know you've seen it, but for everybody else, the start date is like the 25th. That's when the first games can start. And for us, they're still finalizing our non-conference schedule. So we're supposed to, I can't really talk about who we play because it's not out yet, but they're still finalizing that. We're supposed to play some pretty good schools though. And I guess our first game is supposed to be like, I want to say around like the 27th, the end of November though, for sure. Not the start of December, but the end of November. It's supposed to be our first game around then. But yeah, we're supposed to have a season. And from what I'm hearing, they're saying it's going to be like just limited people, like, people might still be able to come to games. It's going to be limited. They're not going to like sell it out. It's going to be like just smaller bunches of people.
Right. Definitely. At least you guys will have some fans though. That's tight.
Yeah, that's what they're saying so far.
So, what goals do you have for yourself this year?
We'll go.
Oh,
As you said, we'll go.
this year.
Um, I mean, just to really showcase everything from my game. I feel like me coming here is like, it's like the right spot for me to kind of showcase everything in my game. Showcase my full game. And I feel like at CU I got to show parts of it, but here I feel like I could kind of just, let it all out and show, all parts of my game to kind of, really put myself, you know, on, just where people are looking at me, where scouts are looking at me, where, just put myself in a bigger position, a better position, to get more looks from whether it's overseas or NBA scouts or, whatever.
But any in your head right now, or are you not really thinking stats wise? You just want to get some dubs. What goals are you looking for towards that way?
I mean, honestly, yeah, I got some stats for sure. I kind of want to.
How many points you think you're gonna average this year? Given that you got a bigger role, kind of a little bit more freedom to do what you want, like you said, showcase your game. How many points do you think you'll average this year?
My goal is honestly at least I say 18, 18 and above. I think that'd be solid. First points, yeah, and then a big thing for me I wanted to work on, like in this off season was like my 3-point percentage, getting it back up to where it was. I was kind of in like last year's like everything was kind of bad. I feel like but getting my 3-point percentage back up, just getting everything back up, getting my numbers up, going crashing a lot more, getting more rebounds, just kind of I want to fill out almost every stat for real. I want to affect the game in all possible areas this year. Do more than just scoring or.
Bro, that's dope. I'm ready for you to hoop, man. I'm excited for you. You already know. I tell you fucking every day, so can't wait
Yeah.
for this shit. But who are your top five players right now
In the league.
in the league? Yeah, in the league,
So
top
like
like right now.
who I think is top five or just my top five favorite?
Five in the league right now, like not your
Who I
favorite
think is
players.
top feed? All right. Bron. Bron's number one. Um, Bron, Giannis, Harden, Dame, and fifth. Feel like I'm missing somebody. Who's my fifth? Well, okay, put it like this. KD would be second, but since he's hurt, I can't really say right now. You feel me? But the fifth would be probably like
New year, it's a
AD.
new
AD,
year.
that's what it's. AD, I'm tripping. AD, I'm tripping. Okay, let's redo that. LeBron, AD, Harden. What did I say? Harden, Dame, and damn, I forgot somebody. Who else I say?
You said Giannis.
Oh, Giannis. Yeah, Giannis. So I say LeBron, AD, Giannis, Dame. Oh no, Giannis, Harden, Dame. That's the top five
Okay,
right
okay.
now. That's until KD get back. Then somebody's gonna move out once KD get back going.
Niggas' problems about to be ridiculous.
Yeah, KD about to go stupid. 7 foot
So,
guard, bro. That's scary.
yes.
Top five artists. All right, for me, if you know me, Young Boy number one. I'm gonna do no order. Well, Young Boy number one, but after this is no order though. I say Young Boy, um, Young Boy. I say Dirt, Sosa. Mm, who else I really be liking like that? Young Boy, Dirk, Sosa. Um, Dang, bro, who am I forgetting? I don't know, but I can't think right now for some reason. But them three right there for sure. Oh, Herb. Yep, Herb. And I don't even know for real. I low-key be listening to a lot, but them is probably my main four right there though.
I know you listen to somebody else. Your
But I listen to like a lot, bro. Like I kind of switch it up, but them was my main four though. But I listen to a lot, like a lot more underground though. Not underground, but just like people who ain't as big yet.
All right, man. Who would you like to see on the show? It could be like somebody you know, your family member, your teammate. Who would you like to see
Mm,
on there? Whose brain would you like to see me pick next?
mm, honestly, a few people. Honestly, you already did a couple of ones. You did like Reggie and Kobe. I wanted to see those. Then I'll probably say like I don't know. I feel like you should do like I don't know, maybe like somebody in music, whether it's like your cousin or just anybody for real. I kind of want to see some of these music people be thinking about.
If I had him
Yeah,
on the
your
show,
cousin. Yeah, your
it'd be
cousin's funny.
funny.
That's why I say your cousin. He's funny. From them couple times me and him at your birthday party and stuff. He's super funny. I say him. Honestly,
Do like
you gotta have one of them like a debate type one of the shows when you talk about sports. You know what I mean? Like with you and the like you and the bros and stuff. That would be funny. Like, oh no, actually, I know exactly. Shay, you need to have Shay on here. That's the person you need to have on here, Shay.
okay.
That'd be funny.
Yeah. We'll start arguing on this bitch already now.
Yeah, it'll be funny. Y'all be talking about from sports to everything. Yeah, Shay is somebody most
Smart.
definitely got to be on here.
Definitely. Well,
Yeah,
we'll
Shay.
try to get Shay on here. I actually told him he should become a host with me. So working on getting
That
a
would be
team. So
funny.
next interview, maybe he might be on here with us, asking you some shit and saying some wild shit that he does say.
Yeah, that's somebody he got to be on the show. He got to be like it's a must.
I want to thank you for coming on the show, man. I appreciate you. It means the world to me.
No, I
And I
appreciate
wish
you, my
you,
dog, bro.
I wish you a healthy season. And yeah, I love you, bro. You already know the vibes. Everybody, I'll put his social media stuff down low so you can follow my guy. He is about to go crazy, so make sure you guys tap into that. It's going to be a big season for him. He has a lot to prove, and he's going to prove it. So tune in and make sure you guys stay woke.